Relax, we game to tune into my dogs. We having conversation about anything involving ball. See when it comes to...
Hey y'all, welcome into a new episode of Conversation Junkies, man. Once again, it's your boy Blue, it's your boy Mitch. We appreciate y'all for joining us in on another episode. Before we get started, yes, Money Junkie Dez, he ain't feeling good today, so he couldn't come with us on this episode, but thank y'all for joining. We ask that y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the video. With that being said, let's get into this week 6 of 2025 NFL football.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah.
Interesting week.
Interesting week so far, yeah, man. Kick us off with our Thursday game.
So,
get into it.
Thursday night game, we had Giants and Eagles, and the Giants pulled off a major upset. 34-17. And to begin with that game, Eagles got the ball first. I feel like they had a couple good runs in that first drive. They was moving the ball. And then after that first drive, they whole offense kind of got stagnant just a little bit. But then they end up coming back within the first half and put some points on the board. But it just wasn't moving the ball all too well. Jalen Hurts, especially in the first half. Towards the second half, they was playing a little better. But Jalen Hurts just missing throws, man. Yeah, I mean, he had Devonta Smith for a while. I mean,
yes, yeah.
It could have been a
he
wide
missed
open
about like
touchdown.
10 yards.
Yeah, I mean, he was just missing throws, but enough with the negative, though. Like, I do want to give a shout out to Jackson Dart, and this for my boy Dez. That boy Scat Pat, man. That boy had, he had 99 yards, 3 touchdowns on the ground, and freaking Jackson Dart, he had a pretty darn good game too as well.
Yeah, threw 195 on a touchdown, ran for like 60 in the touchdown, 58 in the touchdown.
And he was like, we can read the stats off to you all we want, but the way he was commanding the offense, like he didn't look like he was nervous out there at all. Like he was getting out the pocket, making throws. He got, to me, he was making a little Mahomey,
I'm not gonna lie, for him to be like his third game in the league, he making big boy throws.
He is.
Putting him in tight windows, like he's definitely more confident. I will say, and they said it coming into the season, like they haven't been a part of their losing. So all they know since they've been coming in is winning and what's going forward. And with that being said, they bring a whole new life and new energy to it. The whole team is young.
That's very true.
They got the cornerstone with a piece of the build on. I definitely wish I could have seen Malik Neighbors with Jackson Dart this year. But the way they all got them boys playing, Jackson Dart, Scatterboot,
and that we can't
Theo
forget
Johnson.
about. I was about to say that defense, man.
That defense,
bro. Like that whole front. I think Brian Burns had like 2 sacks.
Jackson Lawrence throwing it up.
Jackson Lawrence
Abdul looking
getting
good.
pressures in there. Like that whole defense. And even on the back end, they was looking straight on the back end as well.
They don't really have a lot of big names on the back end. They don't. But because the front four is rushing,
they was able to make plays on the ball.
Get some time. And go ahead.
And Jalen Hurts was selling. But what you was
Jalen Hurts was also selling. I was gonna say a lot of people been saying like Abdul Carter, he not really popping off as a top 3 pick. Y'all, if y'all just gonna read the stat sheets, then that's one thing.
Yeah,
but if y'all actually watch the games,
he's
definitely making effects.
He's sitting there getting double teamed as a rookie. Yeah, so
and that's allowing Brian Burns and Thibodeau to make the presence.
Oh, and Thibodeau, I can't forget. This man was going crazy. He had like 3 tackles for a loss, I want to say, on Saquon. I mean, they was stuffing right. Like after that first drive, like I said, they was moving the ball down the field, but after that first drive, they was stuffing that shit.
Yeah.
So
Dayball definitely got Jackson Dart ready to play. I mean, granted, he's not putting a lot on him as the season is progressing. Like he's doing it little by little. But the same thing I say with Josh Allen, he's building that confidence in him to actually show like this is what you can do once you get comfortable in the offense. When we could tailor it around you for you to be able to
make the plays you need to make.
And that's definitely what he's doing. But on the Eagles side, stagnant offense, like you said, definitely I mean, it's kind of the same stuff as it was last year.
It really is.
It's very predictable. It's just this year.
They a lot of teams shutting that run
Yeah,
down,
they
so
not
passing the ball
letting
is
Saquon-
not
yeah,
going to be
they're not
as
letting
easy
Saquon
for
go.
them. Like, and going into passing the ball, like you can see the system that they're trying to build, and the fact that if you can't run the ball, that system's not going to work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They try to, play action off the run fake, you know what I'm saying, and get the ball down the field. But one, you got a quarterback that's overthrowing passes that, I mean, could change the game for you. And then, like I kept saying, you don't have a consistent run game right now. Saquon is not average. I don't think he's averaging over 50 yards a game.
Yeah, he's averaging about 3.5 yards a carry right now.
And,
so.
I mean, they stuffing that shit.
Still with arguably one of the top best O-lines in the
Absolutely.
in the league. I do want to say this. Another note: those cornerbacks, Quinyon Mitchell went out early in the game.
Yep.
Dory Jackson, at this point, he's unplayable. Like he get torched every time he on the field.
Yeah.
But yeah, those DBs, man, that was always kind of the problem with them, especially going into the season. But Cooper DeJean can't do everything, man. If they don't figure out like some type of bandage for that back end, like
They're gonna keep having these type problems.
They're gonna keep having these type problems because they literally daring Jalen to throw the ball. Like they're gonna put 8 in the box. They're gonna say, Jalen, you gotta beat us. And I will say he's a big time player. When the lights is bright,
oh yeah, he can make the
he's
plays.
gonna make
He's
the
just
throws.
inconsistent.
He's
with
very inconsistent.
Just inconsistent with it.
But yeah, I mean, shout out to the Giants. I mean, 34-17 over the Super Bowl champs. You know,
Yeah, facts.
that's definitely a good win for a young team. And I know Dayball probably coaching to his team like, you see what we could do when we actually put the game plan together and actually, like express this with our team. So it's looking like it's only uphill from there. Like they'll start getting players back. They got an all season to really grow and develop with Jackson Dart, but that was a good game so far, man. We'll love to see what they got going so far.
Sure. Next game up, we got the Sunday morning, which they probably should have flexed this.
Yeah, that London game.
They should have flexed this to like 3 in the morning or something, so because it was awful. But we got Broncos versus the Jets, with the Broncos coming on top. Score 13-11.
11.
And that just sounds disgusting.
Yeah, it was I don't even want to say defensive game. It was more of like who can be the least
trash.
I can't even. I was going to say something worse than that. But.
Even though the Broncos won, and you can tell from the score, it wasn't a scoring game at all. But just starting the game out, it was a bunch of inaccurate passes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And
both quarterbacks look shaking.
Matter of fact, I'll take that back. First drive, Jets get a fumble on the Broncos, and they end up on the side of the field.
Yeah.
So they get 3 off that, which they had not getting no first down off of that. They only got 3.
And as a matter of fact, that was their first turnover of the season.
That was their first turnover of the season
that the Jets produced, which is crazy, seeing how they supposedly got
one of
the
a pretty decent
Jets defense.
Yeah,
with a defensive head coach.
Yeah, so that is crazy to me. Justin Fields, I want him to be great so bad, but he is holding the ball too long. Like, you can't just sit there in the pocket. Like, of course, now granted, he was getting heavy pressure on some of those plays, so some of the throws he can't make, but it was a lot of throws where he's sitting there for 3-4 seconds, sitting in the pocket, not even getting loose or getting out of it, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of, you're going to see this stuff on social media, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are trashing Justin Fields for this game. I think he finished the game, I think he said with negative 10 net yards or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So that he wasn't getting the ball downfield, and the throws that he was making was checkdowns or, short routes, wasn't getting them the yards that they needed. They scored 6 in the first half, I think, off just having good field position. I think one of the other ones they had
special teams carry.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
For a good part of it, they had a good kickback. Man, what I gotta say is, well, for one, we all knew that Justin Fields kind of in a bad situation, not bad situation, but iffy situation going into it this year, especially with it being on his third team.
Right.
That O-line, I've been watching the Jets for the past couple of weeks. Granted, we ain't talked about them all on camera, but that O-line cannot guard nothing.
Nah, it was letting shit.
So
like it was nothing.
I agree. Justin Fields has definitely been holding the ball too long, but
the O-line wasn't giving them that much help either.
So he back there seeing ghosts. Another thing I want to say is, I get everywhere he's been with a defensive coach, and you know that may have been some problem with how he's developing, but they not helping him with that play calling either, especially like that.
That fourth
my
down.
Gosh,
they had the chance, and I ain't mean to cut you off.
No, you go ahead.
They had the chance to convert this to at least get back in field goal range, so they can try to go.
This is fourth down,
quarter,
end of the play, end of the quarter,
bro.
Game on the line. You done already went for third, and it was already a bad pass to Garrett Wilson.
Facts.
It took too long to get there. You never throw that. Fourth play come up, fourth down, game on the line. You got two people on the left running both go balls, and then you got. I assume you was gonna have the inside man run the seam on the right hand side.
A seam or a post, like
a seam or a skinny post, something like that. They do a drag across the middle, already in front of the first.
In front of the or behind. In front of the sticks.
In front of the sticks.
In front of the sticks. Well, he would have had to run.
Oh my!
He would have had to have yak to get the first down.
It was terrible.
It was a bad play call by the Jets. I mean, they had the opportunities. Both sides had opportunities.
They had opportunities. I will say on the Broncos side, I mean, and this is where I got to give Justin Fields a little bit of leeway because, for one, that Broncos defense.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
It is good. Garrett Wilson, I got him on my fantasy league. Mm-hmm. He definitely got sold up by Pat. I hate to say it, but PS2 showing why he's the defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
They just gotta make it. They just gotta make it easy the same way Sean Payton is doing for Bo Nix. Like you see, like at first they didn't really start out that well, but after Bo Nix got into a rhythm, you gotta get him into a rhythm. You gotta quick throws. You gotta condense the splits, short formation, short routes. Go ahead and get the ball into the playmaker's hands. And you could just tell throughout the game, Sean Payton made the necessary adjustments that Aaron Glenn and his coaching staff could not make. With that being said, the Jets now we're 0-6, 0-5?
0-6. Yeah,
they don't have a game yet. Broncos fighting for the number one in their division with the Chargers.
They look a little rough right now. Like the wins they've been getting. It's some tough ones.
I mean, they scraping it away. They scraping it away. There's more film on Bo Nix this year. I mean,
I ain't gonna lie, he was
didn't
missing.
Look that good. Yeah,
he was missing.
He didn't look that good. That's what I said. I wanted to say it was a defensive game, but it was also like a self-inflicting game.
Heavy on that.
So it was a little bit of both of those.
Heavy on that.
Bo Nix second year. They may get into the playoffs. I kind of expected them to.
Yeah, I expect them to. Because they just got. If they look, a win's a win at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
if you keep winning, you gonna get there. They 4-2 right now. So
the more experience they get, the better they'll be able to build upon their team. We'll see what the Broncos doing in the future. And then you also got to put in. It's a London game, so you know with those.
With
those games, anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
But before we get off of that game, so Justin Fields, do you think this is the last stop of being a starter?
It might be. And as a Steelers fan,
I gotta take that shot.
As a Steelers fan, I felt like his best situation would have been to just stay with us and sit one more year, have that competition, because you just went into a situation. You basically just traded places with Aaron Rodgers, thinking.
Yeah.
Not granted, you did get a better head coach, but at the end of the day, you're still gonna have to carry that team, and you haven't been able to do that. So I feel like if you would have sat 1 year, or at least had to fight for a job, you would have been more. What's the word? You just would have been more efficient with what you were doing because you really had to fight for it. You kind of were just given the job for the Jets, and you didn't really have to do anything for it. So I don't know. Maybe
He showed potential with the Steelers, though. You know
that's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like he should have stayed with us, and then, whether he would have won the competition the next year or he would have lost competition,
so
he could have sat behind a veteran quarterback, and they can't. And like the team would have been his the next couple seasons.
But come on now, as a competitor, you don't already came in 4-2.
No, fact, and I see it from both sides. He want to get paid too.
Then you sat behind Russell Wilson the rest of the year. Watch this man go on the whole losing streak. And then was gonna have to come around next year and then sit behind another person that y'all just signed to come in again.
Well, it would have been a competition though. If he would have won the competition, it would have been him.
With that being said, I don't know. Justin Fields. I mean, he might have a Geno Sam Darnold-esque type comeback in the future, but if they don't pick it up with the Jets soon, man, it's looking like that's your last stop.
It's tough for they a weird organization.
That's what quarterbacks go to die, man. Yeah.
I mean, you see what happened when Aaron Rodgers leave.
Yeah, I completely see it, man. But with Aaron Rodgers being said, let's get into this next game. We have the Steelers facing off against a division rival in the Browns, beating them by the score of 23-9.
Yes,
Dylan Gabriel's second start, man.
Mm-hmm.
So how you felt as a Steelers fan? How you feel about the game?
I feel like this as the season goes on, we keep having more complete games. Mm-hmm. Now, granted, this was the Browns led by a rookie quarterback, but it's a experienced rookie quarterback. Because by all means, Dylan Gabriel did not play terrible. Like, he didn't throw any picks. Now, granted, we should have had a couple picks, but he didn't throw any picks. You know what I'm saying? The throws he did make, he was efficient on them. It was just towards the end of the fourth quarter where they were forcing him to throw the ball even more because they're trying to make that comeback. It took a hit on his stats a little bit, but he really wasn't that bad. He had some garbage time stats.
He threw 29 for 52, 221, no touchdowns, no picks. He had a 33 QBR though.
Yeah, granted, his receivers was dropping the ball. It was some plays that we played great defense on, and I gotta say we played great defense this game, but at the same time, it was still plays that was wide open for them boys that they just dropped, and you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You got in these type of games, you gotta take the opportunities that are given to you by any means necessary. Right. You know, I mean, you seen what happened in that snow game last year.
I agree.
Jameis came in, took his opportunity, won the game. You know what I'm saying? So it was a very opportunistic game. As far as the offensive side of the ball goes, started off real slow. In the first, we didn't have a touchdown in the first half. I believe we scored just 9 points, but we held the Browns to 3 in the first half, and then
they ended off with that field goal.
Yeah, and then we came back in the second half, and it wasn't like we wasn't moving the ball because we was moving the ball, and I gotta give props to the Browns defense. They still have one of the best defenses in the league, but we was just able to do enough to, one, get the field goals, and then 2 in the second half, get the 2 touchdowns, one to DK and one to Connor. Or actually, Connor scored before the half. Now I think about it. So shout out to Connor Hayward. You know, they be hating on you, my boy, but you know, you my dog, man. But
that's what got y'all to the y'all had only field goals the first half?
I can't remember. I don't know if Connor scored the first half or the second half.
Nah, I think it was in the second half.
You think it was the second half?
Yeah, because y'all was like 9-3 first half.
Okay.
And then he scored like that third quarter. Because I thought it was like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah. Okay, so he scored in the second half. But we had 2 touchdowns in the second half, so that made me feel better about the game. But
A-Rod looked decent out there. I ain't gonna. And then he got a real competitive juice back now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he like, I like the fact that he want to win for the team. Like, he not just doing it for him right now. He want to win for the team. And it ain't like he carrying us right now. He just doing what he need to do.
His part.
And that's like, he gonna get you between 180 and 240 every game. And that's all you need. You know what I'm saying? A couple touchdowns out of him. Or we can get the touchdowns on the ground. That's all we need. You know what I'm saying? So, even doing what we need him to do. You know what I'm saying? But how you feeling about the game?
Y'all definitely played, and y'all have been playing since Aaron Rodgers has been there. The Steelers brand of football. Definitely defense controls the game, run the ball, don't turn it over. I'm gonna tell you, like I told you at the bar, although it was a rookie quarterback, Dylan Gabriel in his second start, O-line was kind of all over the place. Not on your end, on Cleveland Browns end.
Yeah, and one of them, I think Wyatt Taylor went down too. So.
Yeah, one of the guards went down. They dropped a lot of passes. I seen Jerry Judy drop some easy stuff. Fanning, I like the tight end Fanning.
No facts.
But he dropped a couple passes, and I think he was the leading receiver with like 75 some yards or something like that. But I don't know. Y'all definitely ran a lot of confusing blitzes for Dylan.
Yeah,
that made him get the ball out fast.
For sure.
T.J. Watt definitely looked like he had a chip on his shoulder, especially when it's being compared to Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett didn't really have that big of a game. I think he had maybe one hit on the quarterback, if that.
I don't even think he had that. I think he had.
I know he had one. I know he had one
tackle.
Okay, an assist tackle. Yeah, it's not really too much to say about the Browns defense because it's always they do whatever they can, but when they on the field so long, like they can only do so much. Dylan, he's showing command in his offense.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely got ways to go. A lot of throwaway balls.
Yeah.
A lot of hospital balls I seen.
Oh yeah, that was one point I didn't touch on. He was
setting boys up for failure. Patrick Queen was starting to get a little trigger happy out there after a while, but
sticking. I mean, everybody out there. Elliott got a flag on one of them.
Oh, he almost killed somebody.
He almost killed that man. I'm like, ooh.
Jalen Ramsey got him one in. Yeah, it was just.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Ramsey, that boy had 2 sacks.
He did.
First time in his career having 2 sacks. But I mean, you don't normally see a corner getting 2 sacks.
Man. I mean, that's a future Hall of Fame.
That is a future Hall of Fame right there.
But I mean, not really too much to say about the Browns. We already expected them to look like how they look. But my question for you is, how many games do you think it is before Shedeur plays?
It's hard to say because Dylan not looking terrible.
He's not looking terrible.
So I mean, I say the way this season going, because what are they 1-5 right now? The way they season going right now, they might just need to split time between give Dylan most of the first half of the season, and then they might gotta give Shedeur like the last 6 games or something.
See, my thing is, I just don't want it to be like, don't throw Shedeur into the fire when you know it's like no more of a chance. Like don't give him garbage time minutes. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Like if y'all gonna let that man play, actually give him
a chance to start
full
a game
opportunity to see what he's actually gonna do. Don't just throw him in the fourth quarter when you're already getting blown out by 20.
Absolutely. No,
that's my whole thing. I just don't want them to set him up for failure.
Yeah.
Because the way his coaching staff been looking, Kevin Stefanski and everybody, they clearly not looking like they want this man to play. So, I mean, that's just my opinion.
But on the flip side of that, though, I definitely agree that I don't want him to be set up for failure, but do you think he kind of set himself up for failure?
He's not helping his case. I'll say that.
Because
he didn't control them drafting him in the 5th round.
He didn't.
He did, but he did.
Because he had opportunities to go to Philly, and he had opportunities to go to the Ravens.
The Ravens, yeah.
And right now, he probably could have been playing for the Ravens.
I mean, that's not a choice you're expecting to take. Like
no, absolutely. Like, but at the same time, I feel like you should still. I know he a confident dude.
You're a confident dude. You thinking wherever. I just need an opportunity to start. It don't matter where I'm going to be at. I just need the place to start. And that's the only perspective I get from it. I get, and my coworkers and everybody been saying this, like, oh, it's arrogant of him. You should want to go behind either a Super Bowl champion or a 2-time MVP and want to learn behind him. And my rebuttal to that is, yeah, and in 4 years, hypothetically, if these people stay injured this whole time, in 4 years, nobody's seen your tape. Who's going to pick you up? The Ravens not going to come up off of Lamar. The Eagles not going to come up off of Jalen Hurts. They're still going to be their franchise quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. So, with that being said, you taking all this time to learn behind people who arguably play style you can't even learn. You can't learn Lamar Jackson play style. I mean,
you just gotta be that.
You can't deadlift like 600, like how Jalen Hurts is doing. Like some things you just can't teach a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like the drafting process, I understood that from him. He just wanted somewhere to go to play, which it makes sense. The Browns would go.
Absolutely.
Like
that would be his
target.
It would be his best opportunity.
Exactly.
Even though,
so I get that.
Right now, they just not giving him that opportunity.
They're not giving him the opportunity, but hey, like he said, God can't, they're not gonna let you stop those things from coming to the light. Like if it's his time, it's gonna be his time.
Exactly.
Eventually, Dylan Gabriel's either gonna show you he's the guy or he's not.
Right, because he can only lose so many games.
He can only lose so much before
the
fans start clamoring for him.
Recycle quarterbacks like it's nothing. I think they said 40 something quarterbacks since
the century. Yes.
Yeah, so it's tough for them boys.
They definitely don't have no problem.
And one more quick discussion while we still on the topic of this game. TJ Watt, Myles Garrett.
I already told you my feelings on this, and I know you don't agree with me. If I'm talking about strictly pass rusher,
I'm talking about
for
player.
Okay, as a player, TJ Watt is better. But TJ Watt is better. But if it's like me for what I need from a defensive end, I'm going to go Myles. Just because I know the dominance that he does affect on the field.
He did let two Georgia boys lock him up today.
What did you say, two?
Two Georgia boys. Darnell and
Washington?
Broderick.
Broderick? Yeah, Broderick Jones. And those not little guys.
No,
those not little guys. Darnell looked like a lineman out there running routes. That's just me. But I get TJ is the better player. He's more versatile. Yeah, I wouldn't put him in coverage, but he can cover.
And some of them pass rushing stats, TJ is first in.
TJ is first in.
Off 3 more games, I think.
A lot of them, Myles get. TJ just don't get double as much as Myles do.
He don't get doubled as much, but he get chipped every play.
Okay, but I mean, it's a perspective thing. It's all
like
about what you want.
Even when we seen at the bar, remember, tight end touched that man, running back touched him, and the tackle.
I seen it, but I also seen same thing like you said. Myles. Every time I saw Myles Garrett on that field, he did have 2 people on him.
But TJ did that and still got stats to go behind that.
Facts.
Myles didn't have that same impact on arguably a weaker O-line.
But they keying in on Myles. Who else is you gonna key in? What, Mason Graham?
Yeah.
Y'all got Benton. Y'all got not Benton. Wait, is it Benton?
Yeah, we got Benton.
Yeah, y'all got Benton. Y'all got Cam Hayward. Y'all still got Highsmith play today?
Highsmith and Herbie.
Herbie, like y'all have other people to make an impact, so it's not like you could really just solely focus on TJ.
But that's the thing. Everybody was eating. Everybody was eating.
Point.
Nick Herbie had 2 sacks. TJ had a sack. Jalen had 2 sacks.
That's my point.
They keyed in, but I see what you're saying.
You could key in on them. Like, I mean, obviously the whole team. I'm saying the team is so much better that you can't just strictly say, all right, we're gonna take TJ out of the game because these other players will go off. But it's like with Myles, it's like if we don't stop Myles, he's gonna kill us because nobody else is gonna do it. That's my whole thing. But we can say that for the things for another day, man.